All right, so next up, let's take a look at Creighton versus Tennessee. Creighton coming off a double overtime win over Oregon. Tennessee coming off a close win against Texas, which was really a lot closer than it needed to be. I'm not sure I've ever seen two teams try to lose more than that game. Tennessee, I read a stat, it was like the worst shooting performance ever to win a tournament game or something, as far as missing a certain amount of threes, missing a certain amount of two-point field goals. But Tennessee ultimately gets the win, though, over a pretty bad Texas team. Creighton, like I said, gets the win in double overtime against Oregon. In the end, Creighton was just a little too much, and their main four players end up stepping up in double overtime and kind of blowing it open. But Creighton comes in as the 3 seed, 25-9 out of the Big East. Tennessee comes in as the 2 seed, 26-8 out of the SEC. Creighton, led by Shireman, Alexander, Kalkbrenner. Tennessee, led by Connect, Adu, and Ziegler. And first off, let's focus on Creighton a little bit here. As far as tournament teams are concerned, all right, in the non-con, you got a loss to Colorado State. Colorado State got dipped by Texas, but Creighton is a little more experienced. I don't know exactly what happened in that game, but they have experience in the tournament for sure. Like, they've been here before. Lost last year in the Elite Eight to San Diego State, which ultimately made the national championship. And then other tournament teams they've played. All right, you've got a win over Alabama. Alabama is still in the tournament as well. You got a win over Nebraska. You've got a single-digit loss to Marquette. They're going to split with Marquette ultimately. And then ultimately they're going to split with Uconn as well. So they're going to lose to Uconn the first time. Second time they're going to come back around and beat Uconn pretty handily, actually, by about 20 points. And then Tennessee, on the other hand, played a tough non-con. As you can see here, wins over Wisconsin, losses to Purdue, Kansas, and North Carolina. They have a win over Illinois, which is absolutely rolling right now. And then once they get to conference play, all right, wins over Alabama, wins over Kentucky, wins over A&M, wins over Auburn, wins over South Carolina. So pretty much every SEC tournament team that's in the tournament, they have beaten. Now, I know the SEC has not looked the strongest as of yet, but Tennessee really dominant defensively. Saw what they did to Texas today, gave Max Asmus absolutely fits. Him and Tyrese Hunter were just turning it over back and forth. And Tennessee would turn them over, but then, brick a shot. Like, they couldn't make a three to save their life. And almost let Texas creep back into the game. Like I said, got it down to a last possession. And Asmus, they got him to jack up a corner three that had no chance of going in. Creighton ran into a team that's really hot right now in Oregon. Oregon looked pretty good, but they've looked good winning their Pac-12 tournament and then last game as well against Florida. Creighton, I think, is a team deep enough to make a tournament run here. I'm really impressed, like I said, with their main players. As for Tennessee, it's going to depend on how hot can Connect and Ziegler get from the field. If both of them can get hot, I think they can beat Creighton. But if not, I think Creighton's going to be a little too much. Kind of a contrast in style here. Tennessee is really good defensively, Creighton really good offensively. I think this is going to be an entertaining game, fun game to watch. Both teams are very good. I think both teams can even beat Purdue. I think they do got a shot at that, so this is going to be a really good game, I think. But ultimately, in the end, I think Creighton offensively is going to be a little too much, and Tennessee is going to have to play a lot better offensively than did tonight against Texas to have a chance in this game. But give me Creighton by single digits. I think it'll be less than 5 points, but give me Creighton here. I think they're going to be a little too much for Tennessee. But who do you think wins this game and why? Let me know down in the comment section. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.